Always excited to have the opportunity to spend the few minutes with my friend, Dr. Melinda Gruber, who is the Vice President, Medical Group and Continued Care for Corewell Health. She's also the President of Caring Circle. And we are just a couple of weeks away from the big event of the summer, the Wine and Beer event that I always look forward to emceeing. And I was sorry there were a few years I wasn't able to because we had other events on our other stations. And I was kind of happy when those went away because I was able to come back and do it again. It's a delightful evening. Everyone has so much fun. We'll talk more about that as we progress here. But first of all, for people that might not be informed about what hospice care is, we hear the word. What does it mean?
Sure. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for your involvement with the event over the years, and we love to have you MC it, and your flair makes that event very special.
Well,
so thank you for that.
I look forward to it.
And in terms of hospice care, hospice is a Medicare, Medicaid private insurance benefit for individuals who are nearing the end of their lives. Mm-hmm. Generally, it's considered a benefit that can be accessed when you're likely in the last 6 months. But since no one knows but God or whoever you believe in, what the actual end is, there's not a stamp that says it's been 6 months, you can no longer be on hospice care. But what hospice care is a interdisciplinary approach to work closely with an individual who's nearing the end of life and their family and caregivers to ensure high quality of life for that time that's left. And so what that includes when I say an interdisciplinary approach is physicians, nurse practitioners, nurses, nurse aides, social work, spiritual care, dietitians, therapy, volunteers, bereavement support, essentially whatever is going to be needed to really make the best of that time. Pain and symptom management can be a real concern as someone is ending the end of their lives. And so having a team that can help with the medical aspects as well as support the caregiving aspects, the emotional, the spiritual aspects, and really being able to also connect that family with the community to get other supports that they need is such a gift. And I'm just really blessed to work with the people who provide that support in our community.
I don't need to ask my second question because you've already answered it. What are the services Caring Circle provides? Did you miss anything?
Well, so I was actually really talking about our hospice care. Mm-hmm. Caring Circle also provides palliative care support. So that's for individuals who have a serious life-limiting illness, but maybe they are not they're not at the point where hospice care is appropriate. Mm-hmm. It might be somebody who's been diagnosed with a cancer that is progressing and they need additional support around planning their goals of care and what's most important to them as they live through this illness with their families. It might be pain and symptom management. Again, it could be emotional and spiritual support. So that's palliative care. We also have a home-based primary care practice called House Calls. Oh. And this is for individuals who really struggle to leave their house for medical appointments. I don't know if you've ever cared for anybody who's pretty ill, but it can be completely depleting to have to get out of the house and go to a doctor's appointment and then come home. It can wipe somebody out for a day or two to kind of recover from the physical and mental stress involved in that. And so House Calls is primarily nurse practitioners, but actually locally, Dr. Lori Dotson is our physician for that practice. And so the the nurse practitioner or the physician will go into the home and work with the individual and their family on what's needed for their care, and then continue to support them, whether it's by virtual visits or additional home-based visits.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I would add one more thing, which
Please.
is we really have a flagship bereavement program. So not only individuals who are supporting hospice, their hospice family members, but also anyone in the community who has experienced the death of someone important to them can get bereavement and grief healing support through Caring Circle. It might be through our grief coordinators within hospice care, if it was a person on hospice, or it would be through Lori's Place, through our Child and Bereavement Center.
Yeah, it's an amazing place as well.
Yeah.
Talking to Melinda Gruber from Caring Circle, president of Caring Circle. You can't do all this without funding. And one of the big fundraisers of the year, of course, the Hospice Benefit Wine and Beer Tasting coming up Saturday, the 19th from 7 to 10. Brand new location this year.
Yes, we are very excited that the Michigan Maritime Museum is hosting us on their beautiful new campus.
Yes.
And so it's just a fabulous opportunity if people haven't been on that campus or in that beautiful new building, to both support our program and also get a peek at the new location. So
they've done such an amazing job. It's just so beautiful. It's just a huge addition to this community.
It really is.
What a great partnership to get this event.
It is. And this is a transition for us. For years, we have been having this event at the home of Dan and Mary Nolte,
yes.
and their daughter Tara and her husband Patrick have supported the event as well. And transitioning to the Michigan Maritime Museum, I think gives us a great opportunity to add even more people if they'd like to attend, but still have the Noltes involved in the event. Right. So they're hosts of the event, and they've been involved in the planning, and they'll be there to greet people. And so I love that we, are able to kind of take the best of this community and put it all together.
Yes. And the view there is good as well as
it is.
Was at the Nolte home.
Yes, so, it will be beautiful.
For someone that might not have been to the event, walk us through. What's it about? How's it work?
Sure. So you need to purchase tickets ahead of time. Mm-hmm. Once in a while, we have tickets available at the door, but I'm thinking that this event will be sold out this year.
Yes.
If you buy a VIP ticket, you come an hour early, and we have a wine reception ahead of the actual event. And at that VIP event, again, there's wine and hors d'oeuvres. There's an opportunity to meet some of the team from our Caring Circle Hospice program. There'll be a very short program about the importance of our services in the community, and it's just a good time to mingle. And then the actual event itself is from 7 to 10. There will be wine and beer vendors there, giving
16 of them.
Yes, giving samples of local wines and beers, and that beer part has really grown over the years,
Absolutely.
So wonderful taste of wine and beer. We have great hors d'oeuvres for people to enjoy, and then we have a band as well. So
jazz.
Yeah, a jazz band. And so I imagine people both enjoying that music outdoor with the beautiful view, but who knows, there's some grass there. You could kick off your shoes and do a little dancing.
It's just such a beautiful venue for this event, and I can see it there. So I like you. I'm looking forward to that. How much are tickets, and where do we get them?
Sure. So the VIP tickets that I mentioned are $150, or the regular tickets purchased in advance are $100 a person. If you end up not buying them and going to the door, if we still have tickets, they'll be $120 at the door. You can purchase the tickets online by going to caring-circle.org and then you can click on the hospice benefit and purchase the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to our Caring Circle office. So locally, our office is right on Blue Star Highway. We also have an office in St. Joe or one in Niles. You can also go to the South Haven Visitors Bureau and purchase the tickets. Or if you can't get out and you want to make a telephone call, you can call 269-927-5111.
All right. Talking with Melinda Gruber, the president of Caring Circle, about the upcoming hospice benefit wine and beer tasting. Now, you do some special things, some fun things at this event. One, it's back, the Guess the Location game.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so there is a big map, and there is a pre-decided location on there that only maybe one person knows. I'm not even sure. I don't know what that location is, but you can purchase pins as part of this fundraiser, and look at the map and decide what places look lucky to you and place them on there, and then the closest pin will win a prize.
Yeah, nice Michigan basket.
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Explain donating a day of care at the event.
Sure. So one of the things that we encourage people to do is basically sponsor or purchase a day of care for a hospice individual in our community. And it's $195 because that is the average cost per day to cover the cost of somebody on hospice care. Not only does hospice care include that interdisciplinary team that I mentioned earlier, but it also covers all the costs of medication and equipment. So the bed, the bedside commode, a wheelchair and walker. There might be briefs or insure, those kind of supplies. And then, like I said, medications, as well as all the team that's supporting the individual. So there's really a lot that goes into a day of care. And Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurance pays for some of that. But there's an aspect that isn't paid for. And with our enhanced services, like our bereavement support and our volunteer programs and our We Honor Veterans programs, and it really, that community support and purchasing a day of care helps make sure that happens.
One thing I want to bounce back a little bit here. I've known this organization for years and years. We work closely together as Hospice at Home.
Right.
There's been a name change, obviously, in the last year or so. Can you tell us what Caring Circle is all about?
I will. And then I'm going to say there's even more of a name change coming. So we embrace change, right?
Yes. Right. Nothing is sure as change.
That's right. So actually, long ago, this was called the South Haven Area Hospice.
It was.
And then it became Hospice at Home when it joined forces with our hospice program in St. Joe and Niles. So that's the history of Hospice at Home. Over the years, we learned that, broadening our name really encompassed better all the services we provide. So we moved to the name Caring Circle. And I think we've been with Caring Circle for maybe 8 years now, something like that.
Time flies.
Yeah, I could be a little off. The COVID time period makes everything crazy.
Sure does.
But it's Caring Circle's been our name for quite a few years. And now that we are part of Corewell Health, which is, by the way, the largest health system in Michigan and maybe the 13th largest in the country.
Yes.
We will be adopting the Corewell Health name as part of our name as well. And we're still kind of working out the details of that. But if somebody drives by our office on Blue Star Highway, you'll see a sign now that says Corewell Health.
I saw it just the other day.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So...
All right, well, let's get back to the hospice wine and beer tasting benefit. It is Saturday the 19th, 7 to 10, Michigan Maritime Museum on Dyckman Avenue in South Haven. Anyone that has been knows that parking could be an issue. So how are you handling the parking for the event?
Yeah, thank you for asking. We have partnered with South Haven Public Schools, and people will be able to park at the Baseline School parking lot, and we'll have a trolley that can take people from there to the Maritime Museum. We thought that would be great because you won't have to deal with the bridge.
Yes.
Because you can just go on North Shore Drive.
Yes.
So when we were thinking this through and remembering what traffic is like on a Friday night in South Haven, it will be a beautiful night. So boats will want to be going in and out. The bridge will go up and down. So park at Baseline School.
All right. One more time, ticket information. How much are they? Where do we get them?
Sure. You can get your VIP ticket for $150 or your actual event ticket for $100 if you're buying these in advance. And you can do that through caring-circle.org and click on the hospice benefit. So you can purchase that online, or you can go to any Caring Circle office, including ours on Blue Star Highway here in South Haven. You can go to the South Haven Visitors Bureau, or you can call 269-927-5111.
All right. And I guess anything you need, you're going to be able to find at caringcircle.org/hospice benefit.
That's correct.
Anything we've forgotten?
I can't think of anything. It is going to be a fabulous night. A special thank you to our organizations that are sponsoring us, and we'll be highlighting them that night, as well as all the volunteers and the Nolte family.
Absolutely.
And
Melinda,
you for emceeing.
Oh, happy to do it. Thanks for having me back. And we'll see you that night.
That sounds great.
It's
Hope
not
to
that
see
far
everyone.
away. It's coming quickly. So get your tickets for this year's event. And we thank you for watching and learning more about hospice.